Tashtilek, and welcome to Tibet This Week, a weekly feature in English that provides a preview of this week's news on Tibet, His Holiness the Dalai Lama, and the Central Tibetan Administration. Let's look at the headlines. His Holiness the Dalai Lama returns to Dharamshala from Bodh Gaya. Sikyong emphasizes that India should reclaim its number one position in the world at Pune. Office of Tibet Swiss Representative meets with Vice President of Czech Republic Senate. Office of Tibet Taiwan Representative speaks at Speaking Tibet program. Office of Tibet Brussels Representative congratulates the new President of European Parliament. Pillsbury favors Trump-Dalai Lama meeting, slams the Hindu for fake news. His Holiness the Dalai Lama returned to Dharamshala on Monday to a warm welcome by hundreds of Tibetans and devotees who awaited his return with flowers and traditional Tibetan scarves. On his arrival at the Gagol airport, His Holiness was received by Sikyong Dr. Lobsang Sangye, Speaker of Tibetan Parliament in Exile, Kembosnam Temple, and officials of Central Tibetan Administration. Following the successful completion of the 34th Kalachakra at Bodh Gaya, His Holiness led a series of talks and discussion at New Delhi en route to Dharamshala. On 21st January, His Holiness gave a talk on the power of compassion to the ladies' wing of the Federation of Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industries. At the Federation, His Holiness said, no matter how difficult or complicated a situation may be, maintain peace of mind. If we apply our human intelligence, we can view things from a more holistic standpoint. From a wider perspective, we may see that compared to the many other problems in the world, what we are facing is not very significant. His Holiness later visited Mothers International School and addressed over thousands of students and staff on ethics and happiness. Tibetan political leader Sikyong Dr. Lobsang Sangye on last Sunday addressed over 10,000 students at the annual Bharatiya Chhatra Sansad held in Pune on the topic Repositioning India, a Global Perspective, and focused on reviving the soul of India through the Nalanda tradition. In his address, Sikyong called India to reclaim its number one position in the world. Sikyong noted that
number one. In civilization, India was number one in the global power. So hence the title, Repositioning India, I would say India should reclaim as the number one power, number one economy, number one civilization in the whole world. Now what's happening around the world, in the globe? As you can see, there is a challenge to internationalism. There is challenge to liberalism, globalization, and democracy. In fact, there is a rise to extremism, nationalism, illiberalism, protectionism, and unilateralism around the world.
Sikyong also said, in such a scenario for India to reclaim its erstwhile global superpower status, it should revisit its ancient civilization with its rich history of Buddhist culture and knowledge. Sikyong Dr. Lobsang Sangye is a governing member of the Bharatiya Chhatra Sansad, which is also known as the Indian Student Parliament and is one of the largest student organizations in the world. Office of Tibet Geneva Representative Mr. Ngodop Dorje met with Ms. Malushu Horsko, Vice President of the Senate of Czech Republic, and other senators and member of Czech Parliament. During the meeting, Representative Ngodop Dorje updated the Vice President and group of senators on current human rights situation inside Tibet, including the demolitions at Larungar and the case of self-immolations in Tibet. Representative Ngodop Dorje also met with President of Amnesty International Office in Prague and discussed in detail China's human rights violation in Tibet. Office of Tibet Taiwan Representative Dawat Siring spoke about Tibet at the Rotary Club of Taipei Yuanmen. Representative Dawa spoke about the historical relations between Tibet and China and about the situation of Tibetans in exile. Drawing from his own personal experiences, he explained the current challenges faced by Tibetans both in and outside Tibet. Office of Tibet Brussels Representative Mr. Tashi Pinzok congratulated Mr. Antonio Tajani, the new President of the European Parliament. In his congratulatory note, Representative Tashi wrote, "His Holiness the Dalai Lama and Tibetans have very special bonds with the European Parliament and the European Union. His Holiness is one of the most vocal supporters of the fundamental visions of the European Union. He has been publicly applauding around the world the fundamental relevance of the European vision for the future of the interdependent world." Representative Tashi further wrote, "We also hope that you will continue to lend your good offices to resolve the issue of Tibet with China and further impress upon China to uphold the basic rights of the Tibetans in Tibet." The Hindu on January 17 published an article titled, "Is Trump Preparing to Change the Script on Tibet?" Atul Aneja, the Hindu's associate editor, authored the piece claiming Michael Pillsbury, a top advisor of Donald Trump's transition team on a visit to China, has revealed that the US President-elect had declined the Dalai Lama's request for a meeting, signaling the new administration's openness to a policy review on Tibet. The article further mentioned any shift in US position on the Dalai Lama is bound to have a downstream impact on India, which hosts the Tibetan leader in exile. Within a few hours of the article's publication, Pillsbury tweeted demanding a retraction of the article and slammed it as fake news. The tweet read, "Fake news retraction demanded from Mr. Atul Aneja in the Hindu online faked anti-Trump news. Trump did not reject meeting Dalai Lama." Pillsbury further wrote on his Facebook page, "Fake news, I don't know if Mr. Trump will see the Dalai Lama or not, and I certainly did not claim to be a Trump advisor or to reveal his decisions on anything. My published article is accurate that Mr. Trump has several options about Tibet and India. This reporter was not even present and cited a Chinese language website about a Chinese TV interview that does not support what he wrote. I favor Trump meeting the Dalai Lama, all things considered, but I have no insider knowledge." Pillsbury attended Sikyong Dr. Lobsang Sangye's first swearing-in ceremony in August 2011 in Dharamshala. So much for this week. See you next Friday. Have a nice weekend.